All right, everybody, welcome to another deep dive. And today we're looking at PeopleBots.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, it sounds pretty interesting, actually. So we've got their promotional webpage here.
Okay.
And basically what they're claiming is that you can have AI agents acting as 24/7 sales support and even training for your business.
I mean, that's a big claim, right? There's a lot of different AI tools and platforms popping up left and right.
Right.
But this one seems to be focusing on that kind of 24/7 always on aspect.
Yeah, they're really leaning into that human AI synergy idea,
Right.
which I find fascinating. It's not about replacing us with robots.
Right.
It's more about giving us these AI sidekicks to help us level up our businesses.
Yeah, like a tireless assistant who can handle those repetitive tasks and free up our time and energy for the stuff that really matters.
Exactly. And you know what else is interesting? They're actually offering a limited time lifetime deal.
Oh, wow. Okay, so the pressure's on.
Yeah, we got to figure out if this is the real deal or just another shiny object.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, so let's break it down then.
Okay, what exactly are these people bots and how do they actually work? So from what I'm gathering on their website, they're basically AI agents that can be trained to clone your expertise.
Clone your expertise. Okay, so like a digital version of you.
Yeah, it sounds kind of freaky,
Mhm.
right? But they're saying you can train these people bots on your specific knowledge and processes.
Interesting. So it's not just a generic chatbot spitting out canned responses.
Right. It's more about creating an AI that can actually represent you and your brand.
Okay, I'm starting to see the potential here, but how does this cloning actually work? Do I have to like wear a brain scanner or something?
Uh-huh. No brain scanners required.
Yeah.
It's actually based on something called RAG technology.
Our gray technology.
Yeah. Retrieval augmented generation.
Takes
A mouthful. But essentially it allows you to feed your people bot a ton of information like documents, videos, web pages.
Okay, so it's like creating a massive knowledge base for your AI.
Exactly. And then the AI uses all that information to generate responses that are tailored to your specific expertise.
So it's like having your own personal AI expert on call 24/7.
Exactly. They even give some examples on the website, like a fitness coach whose PeopleBot can provide personalized workout plans,
Oh, wow.
or a business mentor who can answer FAQs based on years of experience.
I can see how that would be incredibly valuable, especially for solopreneurs or small teams who don't have a huge staff.
Yeah, it's like having a team of experts working for you, even if you're a one-person show.
Right. And it takes that whole idea of automation to the next level. It's not just about automating tasks, it's about automating your expertise.
That's a good way to put it. And you know what else is cool? They also have this feature called sentiment analysis.
Sentiment analysis.
Yeah, so basically the PeopleBot can actually gauge the emotional tone of the person it's interacting with.
Hey, hold on. So you're telling me this AI can sense if someone's happy, frustrated, or maybe just having a bad day?
Huh, well, maybe not that specific, but
Yeah.
yeah, it can pick up on cues in the language and respond accordingly.
That's pretty impressive. So it's not just about giving the right information, it's also about delivering it in the right way with the right tone.
Exactly. It's all about creating a more human-like and empathetic experience, even if it's coming from an AI.
I'm definitely intrigued, but I have to admit, this is all starting to sound a little too good to be true.
I know, right? It's like we've stepped into an episode of Black Mirror.
Exactly.
Right.
We need to get down to the practicalities here. Like, how easy is this to set up? How much does it cost? Can you really customize these AI agents to match your brand?
All great questions. We'll dive into all those details after a quick break. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And if you can't wait to learn more, you can head over to www.noraddigitalway.com/peoplesbot to check out their website.
See you in a bit.
Welcome back. So before the break, we were talking about all these cool features, sentiment analysis, RAG technology.
Yeah, it all sounds very impressive, but,
Right.
part of me is still wondering, like, okay, is this really going to work for my business?
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Right. Well, I think the best way to answer that is to look at some practical applications.
Okay.
So let's say you're a coach who offers online courses.
Mm-hmm.
You could train your PeopleBot on all of your course material
Oh, okay.
and have it act as a virtual teaching assistant.
So it'd be like answering student questions, providing feedback on assignments.
Exactly.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's like having a TA who's available 24/7 to support your students.
Okay, so that's one example.
Right.
But, like, what about for someone like me? I do a lot of consulting and I get a ton of emails from potential clients.
Well, in that case, you could have your PeopleBot pre-screen those inquiries,
Oh, interesting.
gather some basic information, and even schedule consultations based on your availability.
Okay, so it's like automating that whole initial contact process.
Exactly.
Wow, I mean, that would free up a ton of time for me to actually focus on working with clients.
Right. And that's really the key here. It's about using AI to streamline those repetitive tasks so you can focus on what you do best.
I like that. Streamlining. So we've talked about the benefits, but let's get real for a second.
Okay.
What are some of the potential downsides?
Well, one thing to keep in mind is that AI is still technology,
Right.
which means it can be prone to glitches or errors.
So like what happens if their servers go down?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, obviously, you don't want your business to come to a screeching halt because of a technical issue.
Right. So it's important to have a backup plan.
Definitely. And it's also worth considering the ethical implications.
Okay. Ethical implications.
Yeah. Like we talked about earlier about cloning yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Is it deceptive to have an AI interacting with customers as if it were a human being?
That's a good point.
And how do you ensure that the AI is representing your brand and values accurately?
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't want it to go off script and start saying things that could damage your reputation.
Exactly. So there's definitely a level of responsibility that comes with using this kind of technology.
Okay, I'm glad we're addressing these issues because it's important to be aware of the potential risks as well as the benefits.
Absolutely. But you know, one of the things that really impressed me about PeopleBots is their emphasis on customization.
Oh, yeah. They talk a lot about that on their website.
Yeah, you can tweak the AI's personality, its tone of voice, even its appearance.
So it's not just a generic cookie-cutter AI.
Right. You can really make it your own and ensure that it aligns with your brand identity.
That's awesome. And I also like that they have this feature called adaptive intelligence.
Adaptive intelligence.
Yeah, so basically the AI is constantly learning and improving based on its interactions.
So it's getting smarter over time?
Exactly. It's not a static system. It's constantly evolving and adapting.
Which is pretty cool. I mean, it's like having an employee who's always learning new things and getting better at their job.
Okay, so we've talked about the customization, the adaptive intelligence, all these really cool features.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get down to the bottom line.
Okay.
How much does this all cost?
Oh, remember, they're offering that lifetime deal.
Right, the lifetime deal.
So it's a one-time payment, and you get access to PeopleBots forever.
Forever. Oh, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you consider all the features and benefits we've been talking about.
Right, it's like having a whole team of AI experts working for you for a fraction of the cost of hiring actual humans.
Exactly. And they also offer a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Oh, okay, so you can try it out risk-free.
Yeah, exactly. You can see if it's a good fit for your business before you fully commit.
I like that.
Yeah.
So all in all, it sounds like PeopleBots has a lot to offer.
Yeah, it's definitely a powerful tool with a lot of potential.
But as with any technology, it's important to do your research, weigh the pros and cons, and make sure it's the right fit for you.
Absolutely. And remember that AI is constantly evolving. So what's cutting edge today might be outdated tomorrow.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It's important to stay informed and adapt as the technology changes.
Right. And who knows, maybe one day we'll all have our own personal AI clones.
Uh-huh.
But for now, PeopleBots seems like a pretty good option.
Yeah. I'm definitely intrigued. I think I might have to check out that lifetime deal.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And for those of you listening, if you're curious, you can find all the details at www.nonaldigitalway.com. Sarah, PeopleSpot.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground today.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up,
Yeah.
I want to leave you with one final thought.
Okay.
If you could truly clone yourself to handle all those tasks that you don't enjoy or that take up too much of your time,
Yeah.
what would you do with all that extra time and energy?
That's a great question.
It's something to think about, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So thanks for joining us on this deep dive into PeopleBots.
It's been fun.
And we'll see you next time for another exciting exploration of the world of AI. All right, so you've talked a lot about the potential of PeopleBots.
Yeah, a lot of exciting stuff.
But, you know, it's important to remember that no technology is perfect.
Right. Every rose has its thorns.
Exactly. So what are some of the things that people should consider before jumping on the PeopleBots bandwagon?
Well, one thing that comes to mind is the learning curve.
Okay, the learning.
Yeah, even though they advertise it as no tech deployment, there's still going to be a bit of a learning curve involved.
So you're saying it's not just plug and play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You still need to spend some time setting it up, training your AI agents, and customizing them to fit your needs.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it's like with any new tool.
Right.
You got to learn how to use it effectively.
Exactly. And another thing to consider is the potential for job displacement.
Oh, yeah. That's a big one.
I mean, if AI can handle so many tasks, does that mean human workers are going to become obsolete?
It's a valid concern, but I think in the case of PeopleBots, the focus is more on collaboration rather than replacement.
Right. It's about augmenting human capabilities, not eliminating them.
Yeah, it's like having a team of AI assistants working alongside you,
Exactly. To free up your time and energy so you can focus on the things that humans do best.
like creativity and problem solving.
Exactly. Those things that AI can't replicate.
Right. Okay, so learning curve, job displacement, anything else?
Well, I think it's also important to talk about control. Yeah, I mean, these AI agents are interacting with your customers.
Right.
So how do you make sure they're staying on brand and not saying anything that could damage your reputation?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It's like you're giving these AI agents a voice,
Mm-hmm.
and that voice needs to represent you accurately.
Exactly. And that's where the customization features and the ongoing monitoring come in.
Okay, so it's not a set it and forget it kind of
Yeah,
thing.
you need to be actively involved in shaping the AI's development.
Making sure it aligns with your brand and your values.
Exactly. It's a partnership. It's a collaboration.
I like that.
Yeah.
So we've got the learning curve, the potential for job displacement, the importance of control.
Yeah.
Anything else we should add to the list?
Well, I think it's also important to remember that AI is still evolving.
It's not a perfect science.
Right. It's not a magic bullet. There will be times when the AI makes mistakes or encounters situations it can't handle.
So human oversight is still crucial.
Absolutely. You can't just hand over the reins completely.
Okay, so after weighing all the pros and cons, where do we land on PeopleBots?
Well, I think it's a powerful tool with a lot of potential.
But it's not for everyone.
Right. It really depends on your individual needs and your comfort level with technology.
And your willingness to embrace the future.
Exactly. Because AI is here to stay.
So if you're intrigued by PeopleBots
Yeah.
and you're ready to explore the possibilities of AI,
Definitely check out their website.
you can find all the details at www.norraddigitalway.com/PeoplesBot.
And remember, they're offering that lifetime deal.
So you can get access to PeopleBots forever for a one-time price.
That's a pretty sweet deal.
Yeah, I think it's worth considering.
Me too.
So thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of PeopleBots.
Yeah, it's been fun exploring this new technology with you.
And remember, the future is here.
It's up to us to shape it.
So let's do this.